I am warning you about someone whose name begins with the letter J, my beloved child. And this word comes to you not to make you afraid, but to open your inner eyes to something that needs to be discerned. Pause for a moment. Do not rush past this. Do not let busyness or the noises around you cause you to skim over what I am placing in your heart. There are times when I do not speak through a loud sound, but through a gentle stirring, through an uneasy feeling, through a small sign repeated many times until you begin to pay attention. You have already sensed something, have you not? An unexplained restlessness, a question rising in your heart whenever this person appears, a feeling that there is something behind their smile, their words, or their presence that you have not fully seen. Today, I do not want you to keep walking in uncertainty. I am calling you near so you may hear, understand, and be protected in my light. My child, this person whose name begins with the letter J has not appeared in your journey without meaning. That does not mean you must immediately become suspicious, condemn them, or fear them. I do not teach you to live in confusion, but I want you to know that not everyone who enters your life carries the same purpose. Some come to support you with purity. Some come to test your maturity. Some are placed along your path to reveal what you need to learn before entering a new season. And there are also people who come as a test of your discernment. So, you may realize that kindness does not mean opening every door completely. And love does not mean entrusting your peace to just any hand. I am teaching you to see with wisdom, not through old wounds, and not through a naivety that can easily be led astray. I have seen you ignore small signs many times. Sometimes you felt that their words were not entirely honest, but you told yourself not to think too much. Sometimes one of their actions made your heart pause, but you quickly explained it away on their behalf because you did not want to make a big deal of it. Sometimes their presence caused you to lose peace, but you pushed it aside because you were afraid you might be judging wrongly. Beloved child, I understand why you do that. You want to keep your heart soft. You do not want to become suspicious. You do not want to repeat old wounds by seeing everyone as a threat. But softness must walk with watchfulness. Kindness must walk with discernment. A beautiful heart is not a heart into which everyone may step carelessly, but a heart that knows how to love under my guidance. That person may be connected to a shift taking place around you right now. It may be a relationship, an opportunity, a conversation, an invitation, a plan, or a door you are considering entering. I do not want you to be confused when that name becomes clearer. You will hear it, or remember it, or see a situation that suddenly makes your heart understand why I reminded you. When that moment comes, do not react hastily in fear. Pause and ask me. Observe the fruit, not only the words. Look at the peace this person brings to you or takes away from you. See whether they respect your boundaries, whether they rejoice when you move closer to what is good, whether they make you more pure and steady, or whether they only make you confused, unsettled, and increasingly distant from the peace I placed within your heart. I am not speaking this word so you will condemn someone because of a single letter. I am speaking so you will become awake when you recognize the signs that have been placed before you. There are things only I see completely, conversations you do not hear, intentions you do not yet know. motives covered by outward friendliness. But I also know what is taking place within you, the uncertainty, the heaviness, the hesitation, the times you wanted to ask deeper questions but stopped yourself. I am your Father, the one who will not let you enter something that could shake your peace without giving you a reminder. If this person has come to harm you, I will expose it at the right time. If this person has come to teach you a lesson, I will give you wisdom to learn without being shattered. If this person has come as part of a new door, I will confirm it with peace, clarity, and order. Remember, you do not need to chase every connection because you fear missing something. What truly comes from me will not force you to exchange your peace in order to keep it. What comes from light will not require you to ignore the warnings in your heart just to continue. What I give will not make you smaller, will not strip you of your dignity, and will not cause you to constantly doubt your worth. Therefore, if this person with the letter J makes you feel drawn into ambiguity, slow down. If they pressure you to decide in haste, step back into prayer. If they make you feel as though you must hide the truth, act against what is upright, or ignore the inner warning, know that I am calling you to stop. Not every open door is a door meant for you, beloved child. My protection does not always come by removing you from everyone, but by giving you clearer eyes. I will teach you to listen to small signals. I will help you recognize when an atmosphere is not pure. I will help you distinguish between outward attraction and inward peace. I will place a steadiness within you so that praise, attention, promises, or a friendly appearance will not distract you from what I have already shown you. You do not need to become harsh in order to be safe. You only need to stay close to me. Ask me, and not betray the peace I have placed in your heart. Do not be afraid when the truth begins to appear. You may be surprised when you realize who this person is. You may feel sadness because you once trusted more than you should have. You may need to change the way you interact, the way you share, the way you set boundaries, or the way you move forward. But I will be with you in every step. I will not let the revealing make you collapse. I will use it to free you from uncertainty. I will not let this warning turn you into someone bitter. I will use it to make you more mature in love. From now on, you will learn not to give the keys of your life to everyone simply because they stand close to you. You will learn to keep what is precious within you for those who know how to respect the light I have placed in you. Therefore, my child, be watchful, but do not panic. Observe, but do not feed baseless suspicion. Keep your heart kind, but also keep boundaries in wisdom. When the name beginning with the letter J becomes more clearly revealed, let this word guide you back to peace. Do not run after the first emotion. Do not let fear speak in my place. Bring everything before me, and I will show you what you need to know. When you need to know it, in a way you can understand. You are not walking alone. I go before you to prepare the way. Walk beside you to uphold you, and place light around you so that hidden things cannot remain concealed forever. You are my child, and I will keep you from connections that do not belong to your new season, while leading you toward those who have been sent to support you, respect you, and walk with you in the light. The name beginning with the letter J is carrying a special weight in your present season. And I do not want you to react with panic when this gradually becomes clear. Beloved child, there are times when I do not speak to frighten you, but to awaken wisdom within you before an attachment goes too deep, before trust is placed where it has not yet been tested, before your heart gives too much to someone who is not in rhythm with the path I am opening. I am not telling you to rush to conclusions, nor am I telling you to push this person away in emotion. I am simply telling you to see clearly, to see with eyes I have made bright, to see without painting over things, without over-excusing, without letting familiarity or attraction cover the signs I have placed before you many times. There is something in this person's presence that is not fully aligned with the direction I am preparing for you. You have been called to move forward, to step into a season that is brighter, steadier, and purer, and you cannot continue allowing emotional chaos to pull you back into old cycles. Not everyone who crosses your life is appointed to walk with you into the next chapter. Some come to reveal a lesson. Some come to expose a pattern you need to recognize. Some come to show you how much you have grown in the way you choose. Set boundaries. Listen to peace. And refuse to ignore the gentle warning in your heart. So do not treat that quiet uneasiness as something small. Many times, that silent uneasiness is the bell I use to keep you from a greater wound. I am speaking to you right now because timing matters more than you realize. I do not want you to wait until your heart is bound too deeply before you begin asking why you have lost your peace. I do not want you to reach the end of a road and only then realize that from the beginning I had been prompting you many times to stop. Observe and ask me. I want you to be protected, not broken further. I want you to enter the next chapter with clarity, not regret. I want you to choose with wisdom, not with fear of being alone. Some connections may seem warm at first, but if they do not come from my peace, they can slowly cause you to lose yourself, question your calling, and delay the obedience you paid such a high price to step into. You will begin to notice things gradually making sense. Moments you once overlooked will return to your awareness, not to make you regret, but to help you understand. A sentence, an attitude, an unusual silence, a reaction that made your heart sink. A feeling of tiredness after being near that person, all of it will begin to connect like pieces placed in their proper place. I do not always reveal everything at once, because I know your heart needs to be guided gently. I open layer by layer, illuminating part by part, giving you enough truth to walk today without being overwhelmed by the whole picture. You are not left alone to guess your way through this. I am holding your hand through every sign, every realization, every moment when you pause and ask me what is true. The person whose name begins with the letter J has crossed your path in a way that is not meaningless. Perhaps it was a conversation that made you think longer than usual. Perhaps it was a connection that made you feel both drawn and confused. Perhaps it was a name that kept returning to your mind, even though you tried to push it aside. Perhaps it was someone who entered your life right when you needed to be heard. But then their presence brought mixed feelings that were not easy to explain. I want you to understand that not everything that captures your attention is something you must hold on to. Not everyone who stirs your heart is someone I sent to build with you. Some attractions need to be placed under the light of wisdom, because emotions can open a door very quickly. But peace is the sign you must respect. The quiet uneasiness within you is not something to ignore. It does not come to confuse you, but to invite you to slow down when you feel that something is not right, even though everything outwardly still seems normal. Bring it before me. Do not let others convince you that you are overthinking if the peace within you keeps leaving every time you draw near. Do not let the fear of losing that person cause you to lose your ability to discern. Do not let loneliness cause you to accept a presence that makes your heart unsettled. I have taught you through many seasons that peace is a treasure to be guarded. If a connection continually causes you to exchange peace for closeness, you must stop and look carefully. I am not saying this so that you will judge this person, but so that you will not betray yourself. There are people who may not necessarily have bad intentions, yet they still do not fit the direction I have for you. There are people who may care for you in their own way, yet still pull you back toward old habits, old fears, and ways of living I have brought you out of. There are people who enter your life with attraction, but also with ambiguity, and prolonged ambiguity can wear down your faith. I want you to have a soft heart, but not a naive one. I want you to know how to love, but not forget boundaries. I want you to know how to listen, but not allow anyone to dim my voice within you. Observe the fruit of that presence. After speaking with this person, does your heart feel brighter or heavier? Are you encouraged to draw closer to me, or pulled into confusion? Are your boundaries respected, or are you made to feel guilty for needing space? Can you speak the truth without fear of being punished through silence, coldness, or emotional manipulation? Do you see consistency, humility, and peace, or only beautiful words that are not matched by actions? I will not hide the truth from you if you truly want to see it, but you must be brave enough not to ignore what I reveal simply because you hope too much. Beloved child, I am protecting your next chapter. There are blessings that cannot enter if you are still clinging to connections that drain your clarity. There are doors that cannot fully open if you are still standing between two calls. One is my peace, and the other is the pull of something you know is not entirely pure. I do not want you to live in suspicion, but I want you to live awake. If this person truly belongs to the journey I have appointed for you, the truth will not destroy it. The truth will only make it purer. But if this person does not belong to this path, the truth will help you leave before your heart becomes too tightly bound. So, slow down. Do not rush to promise. Do not quickly give access to the deep places of your life. Do not quickly share every plan, every dream, everything I am preparing within you. Let time test what words cannot yet prove. Let peace lead the way. Let me show you what you need to see, not through panic, but through calm clarity. You do not need to react dramatically. You only need to stand in wisdom. Keep your heart pure. Place boundaries where they belong, and walk according to my guidance. I am with you in this. I do not give a warning so that you will worry, but so that you may be free. I do not shine light on the truth to make you hurt more, but so that you do not walk deeper into something that could slow your new season. You have come too far, overcome too much. and been refined through too many tears to now return to old ambiguity. Trust the sense of peace I have placed within you. Honor that gentle yet clear prompting. Let me guide you step by step, and you will realize that my protection sometimes does not come by immediately pushing someone out of your life, but by opening your eyes early enough for you to choose rightly before it is too late. I know you want to believe in the good within people, and that heart of yours is not wrong before me. Beloved child, I placed within you a precious softness, an ability to see hope even where others only see flaws, a kindness that makes you want to give another chance, understand more deeply, and believe that everyone can change. That is beautiful, but you must understand that kindness does not mean you must open the door for everyone to step into the deepest places of your life. Mercy does not mean ignoring every warning sign. Love never requires you to lose your clarity. I do not want you to become suspicious of everyone, but I also do not want you to be naive before what is being revealed. Some connections come to walk with you. Some connections come to teach you discernment, and some connections appear only so that you may recognize what is no longer allowed to come with you into the future. Not everyone who enters your life is appointed to remain. Not everyone who once moved you emotionally can carry the peace I am building within you. Not everyone who feels familiar is the one I have chosen to walk with you in the new season. Some people come like a mirror, showing you the areas within you that are still too willing to yield, still longing to be acknowledged, still afraid of losing a connection to the point of ignoring the warning voice within. I do not bring those things into the light to hurt you, but to protect you before you place too much trust in a place that cannot support you. There are lessons that, if you recognize them early, will help you avoid many unnecessary years of struggle. So be grateful even for the uncomfortable signs, because sometimes my protection comes in the form of uneasiness that you should not take lightly. This is one of the moments when you must choose discernment over emotion. Emotion can soften your heart, make you remember beautiful moments, and pull you back toward promises that sound soothing. But discernment will remind you to look at the fruit that has been revealed. Emotion may say, "Stay a little longer," but discernment will ask whether this presence brings you closer to peace or pulls you away from who you are in me. Emotion may cling to the hope that everything will change, but discernment will help you distinguish between true change and words spoken merely to keep you in an old cycle. I am not telling you to close your heart. I am teaching you to place your heart under wisdom, so the love within you will not be exploited and your softness will not be turned into repeated wounds. You are not being punished, and you are not being placed in a test beyond what I can uphold you through. You are being prepared. That preparation does not always come through gentle words that are easy to hear, but through warnings that make you stop and look directly at the truth. I know truth can make you uncomfortable, especially when it concerns someone you once wanted to believe, wanted to keep, and wanted to see through the best possible eyes. But my child, truth does not come to steal your peace. It comes to return peace to you. What has been covered must be revealed, not so that you will live in fear, but so that you will no longer walk in uncertainty. I am asking you to trust what you have sensed for a long time. Listen to what is gradually being revealed, and stand firm in the truth I am placing before you. You are not alone in this. even though right now everything may feel confusing. I know the chaos that comes when your mind tries to find reasons to justify things while your heart feels that something is not right. I know what it feels like when you both want to believe and fear you are overlooking something you should see. I know you have often wondered whether you are too sensitive, too worried, too strict, or imagining signs that do not exist. But I want you to rest in this. I am not the one who sows confusion to frighten you. When I warn, I also give clarity. When I reveal, I also give strength for you to respond rightly. When I ask you to pay attention, it is because I am keeping you from a greater wound. A moment is coming when that name, face, or presence will become clearer before your eyes. When it appears, you will feel a deep recognition within. Not forced, not vague, and not something you must pressure yourself to believe. It will feel like the final piece being placed where it belongs. Like light shining on what you had felt but could not yet name. You will know. And when you know, you must not ignore it simply because your heart is still attached. Do not deny clarity just to keep a closeness that costs you your peace. Do not turn away from the truth just because it requires you to choose. Some choices hurt for a moment, but protect you for a long time. Some letting go makes you cry today, but frees you from many weary days afterward. That will be the moment when your choice becomes important. Your next step will determine whether you move forward in peace or enter an unnecessary cycle of struggle. I am not saying this to frighten you, but to return to you the strength to stand firm. You are not someone swept away by circumstances. You are not someone without a voice in your own story. You can stop. You can pray. You can set boundaries. You can say no to what makes your heart uneasy. You can choose peace instead of familiarity. You can choose what I am revealing instead of explanations that soothe your emotions for a moment, but do not change the nature of the matter. Your strength is not found in enduring more, but in knowing when I am calling you to step out. I am not revealing this to plant fear in your heart. I am revealing it to place strength within you, so that when emotion tries to blur your judgment, you can still remember what I have spoken. I want you to see beyond the surface, because not everything beautiful on the outside carries truth on the inside. There are sweet words that are not accompanied by faithfulness. There are gestures that move your heart, but are not accompanied by respect. There are connections that captivate you for a season, but slowly drain the peace I have given you. Listen to what is being stirred deep within you. It is not meaningless noise. It is the place where truth has whispered to you many times. Where peace steps back when something is not upright. Where my light touches your awareness, so you no longer deceive yourself. Therefore, slow your steps. Beloved child, do not rush to decide simply because you fear losing someone. Do not quickly overlook the signs simply because you want to believe in an ending that looks beautiful according to your own desire. Bring everything before me. Ask me with an honest heart. Observe the fruit, not only the words. Look at consistency, not only moments. Pay attention to whether that presence leads you closer to peace or pulls you into chaos. I will not leave you without guidance. I will not make you find your way alone in darkness. I am with you, illuminating each layer, untangling every ambiguity, and teaching you to love while still knowing how to preserve yourself. You are loved too deeply to keep entering relationships that break you. You are called to a peace too deep to keep returning to what makes you doubt your own worth. You are being prepared for something greater. So I will not let you remain attached to something narrow, simply because it is familiar. Trust me even when the truth catches in your throat. Trust me even when you must release what you once wanted to keep. Trust me even when the next step requires courage. I am not taking away what is good from you. I am only removing from your hands what cannot go with you to the place I have prepared. And when you choose truth over illusion, peace over confusion, and discernment over blind emotion, you will look back and understand that this warning was not meant to bring loss, but to keep you in my love, in my light, and in my holy purpose. You are someone who is always willing to give others another chance, always trying to understand what lies behind their actions, and still looking for what is good even when it is not easy to see. That is a beauty I have placed within you, a precious softness that makes you slow to judge, slow to close your heart, and unwilling to hurt anyone when love is still possible. But beloved child, right now, I want to teach you that kindness must be guarded by wisdom. Because if you give closeness to the wrong person without discernment, what was once beautiful in you can become the very place where you are worn down. I do not want you to lose your kindness, but I want you to place it under the light of discernment. The person whose initial is J may come to you with charm, confidence, words that feel familiar, or a sense of connection that makes you want to believe they have a place in your journey. But I want you to understand clearly, not every connection is meant to become a place where you entrust your faith. And not every closeness is created to last. Some people enter your life not to remain, but to teach you to see more clearly, choose more wisely, and protect the peace I worked so carefully to restore within you. This is not meant for you to label someone as completely bad or deny every good thing in them. This is a reminder that their role may no longer be in harmony with the path I am opening before you. You are being brought into a greater season, a season that requires clarity, stillness, endurance, and inner strength. Therefore, the wrong influences cannot be allowed to remain too close to the place where I am building your future. If you allow an improper influence to keep moving deeper into your time, your emotions, and your decisions, it can slow your rhythm, unsettle your heart, and bring into your journey a chaos I never appointed for you to carry. I am not warning you to make you afraid, but to protect you before your heart invests too deeply in something that does not bring peace. Pay attention to how your inner being changes when you are near this person. That tells you more than the words they speak. There is a difference between pure joy and uneasiness disguised as excitement. There is a difference between true peace and tension you keep trying to explain away. There is a difference between truth and illusion. I placed discernment within you, not so you would live only by what your eyes see and your ears hear, but so you would know how to listen to the gentle warning in your heart, when everything outwardly tries to convince you to ignore that feeling. Stop and return to me. The person with the initial J is connected to a lesson about boundaries. You have reached a point in your life where you can no longer give everyone the same level of access to your heart, your schedule, and your peace. That does not mean you are becoming cold, it means you are growing. Maturity sometimes requires you to choose what protects the future, even when the present moment feels uncomfortable. Let me teach you to love without losing yourself. Forgive without opening the door to chaos. And be kind while still having boundaries. You are learning how to guard what I have placed within you. And that is part of holy wisdom.